Matt Campbell looks to get a Players' Championship title for the first time for himself, to get himself in the race for the match play. He's going to be nowhere near it if he loses this match, but if he can bag another £4,000 by winning this one, Nigel Pearson, we may have to look at him with more serious eyes.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Good afternoon once again, and welcome everybody to the final here of the Pro Tour Players' Championship 13. And what about this fella, Nathan Aspinall, managing that injury? No bandage now, but playing beautifully today, has been really consistent. Did a job on Dolan in the semi-final, but this fella, Matt Campbell, he's impressed me when I've seen him. I'm fairly new to the Pro Tour working on this, but I've seen him and commentated on him on television, and he's always impressed me. He's a player to watch for the future, and here and now, Matt Campbell. It's great to see him here in the final. 101. But can he beat Nathan Aspinall? That is a sizable task, Paul.
It is a sizable task. But if we look at the here and now, he's averaged more than Nathan today. So there's the big upside. But like I always say, what's gone on before doesn't matter. It's about what happens now that counts. So Aspinall with a dart on the floor, but he was only robbed of 20 points there. That wasn't 60 on the floor. And we'll have a look at two single 20s in bull, or potentially a shot at double 15 if he can find the 60.
Well, a reminder, the final is a longer format. We go up to 8 legs for the winner. Wow, where's he going here?
Double 10?
Double 10.
70.
I didn't think he was going to go that way. I'm not going to call this one then. I would have said 25, but he's got 88 left. That's tops. And he was incredible on the outer ring in the semi-final against Gabriel Clemens in winning 7 legs to 2. Aspinall should be warned about that. He won't have seen that semi-final, of course, because he was playing Brendan Dolan. But if you give this guy a shot at the outer ring, you're in a lot of bother.
100.
Yeah, it's been a good day for Matt Campbell. And Nathan Aspinall managing his game superbly. Campbell beat Gabriel Clemens 7-2. Martin Kleermaker 6-3, Peter Hudson 6-4, Christoph Ratajski 6-0. What a result that is for a player against that quality of Christoph Ratajski. Danny Noppert and Jamie Hughes. I mean, he has claimed some serious scalps there today.
Yeah, he's been an underdog most of the day. He's played it very well, and he's still the underdog in this final. He's doing good stuff, utilising the right beds at the start of visits. He grimaced a little bit there because after getting the single 18 after the treble, it made things a bit harder to get to a finish. And there is a maximum from Aspinall. That's his 19th for the day. Campbell has only got 4.
Yeah, fantastic stuff from Nathan. Now, double 8 needed, levels it up at 1 apiece. As we say, it's a 15-leg format this, so first to 8. Throughout the day it's been first to 6. Semi-finals took us to first to 7, but now to win the Players' Championship today, it is 8 legs, the finish line, and Nathan Aspinall has beaten Brendan Dolan 7-3 in the semi, Rob Cross, Scott Mitchell 6-1, Andy Bolton 6-1. Andy played well today. Nathan Rafferty 6-2 and Joe Mernon 6-1. So the most legs he's conceded in a match is 3.
That is a bad sign for Campbell.
Yeah, he's been pretty dominant, Nathan, hasn't he?
This looks like a 180 every day of the week. I was just about to say it twice on Sundays, but I was going to get it wrong. The one thing that Aspinall has in his locker is consistency. And of course, he has won these before. He's got 3 Players' Championship wins in the bank in his career so far, as well as wins in Las Vegas and Minehead for the UK Open. So he has experience of winning finals, but he hasn't won his last couple. Back end of 2020, and actually it was last week and the back end of 2021. But he does get the bullseye for an 81, and it's 2-1 to Aspinall with a break of throw in hand now.
That was brilliant, wasn't it, from Nathan Aspinall? 2-1 ahead. Some great darts there, hitting the 140s consistently. And here he goes again.
108.
Magnificent from Nathan Aspinall. He's clicking into gear now. Looking ominous.
Well, what is the word to describe Nathan Aspinall right now? Because his wrist is shot. He's still playing incredibly well. He's just fortified in mind. Because 7 days ago, he averaged over 100 in a final against Ryan Searle. Lost out by quite some distance. 8 legs to 3. Searle was the better player in that final. But he comes back 7 days later after a week where he could barely throw a dart because of pain, and he's looking to go one better. What does that tell us about Nathan Aspinall?
He's managing it very well. That's not a one-word answer. When you say how do we describe him in one word, you can say impressive, you can say intelligent, class.
131.
He's just doing really well with it. And we know what a fantastic player he is. But Campbell here, 140, a ton and a 131 so far.
56.
56 for Nathan, still leaves him 114 for a hold of throw.
This is a good leg from Campbell.
60.
A lot of tidy stuff in there. Trying to break back. But there's every likelihood he's going to lose this leg on tops.
74.
Just over the bar. I was being kind when I said just.
Well high, wasn't it? It was in Rosette.
Where's this one? That one bends the wire.
25.
That's the problem with the way his darts go in the boards. Sometimes they cover the beds like tops. Double 10 for Aspinall for 3-1. Back up top. And there was a shake of the head from the Canadian. It's always worse when your opponent hits it with dart number 3. But he expected to lose that leg when his opponent was on 40 with 3 darts.
140.
Nice ton 40 for Matt, but this is a classic case where he's got to hang on to the coattails of Nathan Aspinall. And even if he holds his throw here, he's got to somehow stop Aspinall in his tracks, because he really is playing beautifully. And it's hard to see Nathan
98.
hitting trouble at the double or lacking point scoring to allow Campbell that sniff of a victory.
100.
It's a ton following up a 135. But Matt with the throw has to hold here, got to.
96.
We talked yesterday, Nigel, about the likelihood of someone winning a final based on what they'd done before. Dirk was on a ratio of 12.5% of winning finals he was in. Searle around 3 times as much as that, around 37%.
82.
With Aspinall, he's won 5 finals of 11 he's been in, so he's almost half. He's due one.
Oh, that's impressive, absolutely. And now that puts a little bit of pressure on Campbell. Only hit the single 3. Can't find the set-up shot.
69.
So the opportunity, this could be huge, Nico. This could be huge.
20 in tops. You'll hear something if he hits this. And again, when he misses tops on the combination, it's a good 1.5 centimetres tall.
That's not just been happening in this final. Now this has got to go, Matt. And it does, it does. He needed that. But yeah, with Nathan, he's had 1 or 2 problems at tops today. But how can we pick faults with a player who's conceded no more than 3 legs all day long?
I don't think we can. You look at what this season has dealt Aspinall and the way he's been able to perform under adversity. He didn't play the first 4 Players' Championships of the year because of that injury.
140.
He's missed out on other things as well. He had that incredible run in Riesa on the first European Tour event of the year, and you just wondered how he did that.
60.
But since then, he's made a quarter-final in PC10. Then he made a runner-up the next day, which was last Sunday.
140.
Strangely, he lost first round yesterday, and now he's in a final again. And he's playing really well. Campbell knocks on the door. Finally, he gets his 5th 180 of the day. Not of the match, of the day.
He makes it look so methodical and straightforward as well, Matt Campbell. Nathan started with a 57 and has bounced back with 2 successive ton 40s. And he's left 107. Oh, Matt.
That is missed by some way. Really lost the line. I was just about to say that might have been a lucky 7 there for Nathan. He does leave himself double 10. Campbell above that. Oh, what a guide. Just floated off the top of it. Didn't need it. It's 3-3. And I did warn you, Nathan. This guy on doubles, he was unreal in the semi. And we're down to best of 9 from here. But the biggest point I have to make about Nathan Aspinall at this point is that Daryl Pilgrim aside, and Dan Dawson has tweeted about this, because Daryl has played 1 game in a Players' Championship this year and lost it with a 99.47 average. We're going to disregard that because it is an anomaly. Take him out, and top of the averages for the year so far on the floor is Nathan Aspinall. To think that he's doing this when his wrist isn't 100%, and we've got someone else in the top 6 of the averages and Gerwin Price who's not 100%. What do these guys have in between their ears to be able to do this? It impresses me like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, courage and determination. Look at this from Aspinall. That's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Takes him down to 144, 81, 96 and a 180. But Matt Campbell does make it look simple and straightforward at times. A real natural. Look at this from Aspinall. Look at this from Nathan Aspinall. And again, the double lets him down. But you'd think he's going to be back anyway.
He is going to be back now. Down to the 19s. Squares things up at a ton. And Nathan goes to double 6 for a break. Basement. This has got to be forceful. Oh, what a shot. You can't see it, but he can, and he let you know that it was in.
He made some noise then. He made some noise then, absolutely. 4-3 up, break of throw, back in his favour. Halfway to the finish line now.
When I was walking in the building this morning with Dan Dawson at around 10 to 11, we spoke with Nathan Aspinall. We talked about the wrist. I don't want to be that guy to talk about what he was telling us.
No.
It's not my business to communicate that to the world. That's for Nathan to do that. So I'm going to move on. But at the end of the conversation, he was still extremely positive. That says something about him.
Good attitude.
As far as Matt is concerned, he just plods on, does his thing, typically Canadian, nothing bothers him. Sitting with his same pals today. But this is, without a doubt, in my opinion, the biggest game of his career, as Aspinall finds another full house.
What a time for it as well. Takes him down to 100. And Nathan Aspinall playing quite beautifully here. Campbell knows he's got a tough ask, but he has been equal to it. And now tops for Nathan. Can he use that as a guide? There you go. This is the problem that I referred to. This is a problem that I referred to. He's going to be back anyway, but tops has been, I'm not going to say an Achilles heel, because he's been brilliant today. He hasn't conceded more than 3 legs. But tops hasn't been what you think it would be.
Oh boy. You don't want to be giving freebies to your opponents. That's what he's thinking. You can see what Matt was thinking. 51 tops. It's not a shot he really scared. But Aspinall chose to leave double 2, and it was a wise decision instead of going back to double 10 with a bust shot. Yes. Now that 2-leg gap is there for him to use. He's trying to stretch his legs and maintain what he's done all day, like you said, in not letting anybody get more than 3.
And now, This is absolutely imperative for Matt Campbell that he holds, but he's going to be under some pressure here. What a time to hit the 180 again. That is perfect timing from Nathan Aspinall, piling the pressure on Matt Campbell now. But that's a good response, a 96 and a 134.
The 180s tell the story of the day, not just this match. The likelihood of Aspinall hitting a lot of 180s was there. And if he did so in this final, Campbell was going to have to score heavier. Aspinall's 180s are here. Campbell can't catch him. And Aspinall is getting more opportunities than Matt is. It says to me that when the Canadian gets a shot at double, he needs to hit it straight away. He's not going to get 2 bites of the cherry. This is much improved on that treble 20. This is exactly what he needs.
81.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed he only got 81 there, won't he? He's left 95. Aspinall needs the big fish.
Mr. 170s.
Yeah.
He's hit more
That's
170s in key matches than anybody.
Poor Nathan, what are you playing at? Yeah.
What's Matt left with? It's the bull. Oh, lovely! What a lovely find there from Matt. Great respect from the Asp. Well, you wouldn't expect anything less from this classy gentleman, but that was in a Players' Championship final, your first Players' Championship final.
Class.
A really big shot.
104.
Yes, it was brilliant. To be fair, he had a guide. He made full use of it. He's a natural player, this fella. Good to watch, good to see. And in a Players' Championship final, huge day in his career. Whatever the result of this final, it's a huge day for Matt Campbell.
40.
And Nathan Aspinall has conceded more legs in this final than he has in any other match today.
Can I just say something addressing the PDC right now, because I know they're all watching? I'm going to say that the Challenge Tour works. Jim Williams, who won the UK Challenge Tour Order of Merit, has won on the floor this year, as we see another maximum from Aspinall to leave 41 after 9. Matt Campbell won the European Challenge Tour Order of Merit, and he's in a final. Yeah, the system works.
Can't argue against that, can you? Absolutely.
Double 16 for Aspinall.
Double 16. Big shot coming in.
9 scores.
He's going to be back anyway. And holds his throw. He'll be 6-4 up and closing in. This fella, he's not going away quietly though, is he?
He's troubling Aspinall more than anybody else today. Double 8. Oh, what a chance.
He's missing doubles, Nico. He's missing doubles.
How about double 8 for Campbell? Biggest double of the match. And it's wired on the wrong side.
Wire, yeah, absolutely. So here's your chance then, Nathan. For 6-4. This time? Yes. So Nathan Aspinall leads 6 legs to 4 here. And Matt Campbell looking to stay in the match by holding another break. And then Nathan would be throwing for the match. So this is a great start. Look at this from Matt Campbell in the final of the Players' Championship. He hits a 180. Absolutely brilliant darts. This is developing into a really good final.
I can't say that I'm surprised that this is a good game, because we only need to go back 8 days to see their only meeting. And when they did meet last Saturday, it was 6 legs to 5 to Nathan Aspinall, and the averages were ridiculous. 108 for Aspinall, 107 for Campbell. He'll have walked away from that game thinking, I've just had one of my best averages of the season, and I've lost. So maybe, if we look between the lines, the form of Campbell over the last week is all Nathan Aspinall's fault.
2 180s in 3 visits for Matt Campbell. Aspinall can hit one here as well. This is ridiculous.
3 in the leg. How about an 11 darter?
Go on then.
Game.
It's 12. Wow. This is an amazing standard.
This game's not over. Yes, Nathan has the advantage of throw, but he's only hit 43 there. It's not a given that Nathan Aspinall is going to win this final, far from it.
For me, those averages don't reflect how good this game is. There have been some really key moments. It's conceivable that Campbell could be 6-5 up.
I think Nathan's
93.
a little bit rattled here. You won't show it, but Campbell is chipping away.
I'll say one thing, Nige, that wrist of his is going to be sore for the next couple of days.
Absolutely. 2 tons scored for Matt Campbell. And Nathan really needing to...
140.
I was just going to say, could do with a 140 there, and that was perfect for him. Leaves the opportunity to build on that and get down to a handy finish on his next visit.
84.
All about the setup from here now. What can he get?
Pretty much level after 9. There can't be many fingernails left in the Aspinall household. I wonder what the Campbell household over in Ontario is like right now.
60.
The last Canadian to win anything like this was John Parr. 60 for tops.
Staying up, and
5.
Matt Campbell showing no nerves, no sign of nerves, a determined character. Oh,
77.
I don't agree with that shot. It was risky. Double top for Aspinall. Is he going to miss twice again? No, he's not. It's 7-5 to the Englishman, and that was a key shot purely because Campbell made an error going for 2 double tops with just 1 dart left, and if he'd have missed it, it would have made Campbell's shot even harder, but Aspinall closes him out anyway.
yes, and he's only hit 60 here, so if Nathan can get a 140, huge pressure on Matt Campbell, because Nathan Aspinall is now only 1 away, and he has just hit that 140 that I hinted at. All the pressure on Matt Campbell now.
97.
It's 97, but Nathan looking to get the job done here, I'm sure.
John Parr's last victory in a Players' Championship was in 2011. That was a great season for John. He won 3 times that year. That was the final purple patch in his PDC career. Unless he comes back, of course, because he's always welcome back.
100.
Well, that was an important last start for Nathan Aspinall. He's not out of this leg. All the pressure on Matt Campbell. He's throwing to save the match in this leg. It's good final here. 97 average Nathan Aspinall.
98.
93 Matt Campbell. Now, what can Nathan create himself here? Create for himself. Snatch his second dart. Well, he's missed out on a great opportunity for a decent setup there.
I just wonder if the win over Brendan Dolan was an omen, Nige, because the last time he won a title, Nathan Aspinall beat Brendan Dolan in the final. He may get 6 darts from 176. It does depend on what Campbell does here, but the Canadian needs 3 straight. It's that magical formula, that doable formula of 2 holds and a break, but first get the hold on double 14. Oh, that's not in. So you know Nathan Aspinall's going for 51 tops as well.
Slack knows it as well. It's looking like
31.
it's going to go to the next leg here. Double 14 the target for Matt Campbell. Big dart coming in now. Oh, he hits the red bit superbly, keeps his cool. It's 7 legs to 6, and Nathan Aspinall now has the throw, looking to mop up and get the job done and win Players' Championship 13, and starts with a really impressive 140.
All he can ask for is the opportunity to win a tournament by having one opportunity to serve it out like this. Nathan has that, and he has a 1 dart lead after 3, and he's putting the hammer down.
Oh, he wants it done here, doesn't he, folks? Nathan Aspinall doesn't want to hang around. A 140 and a 180 in his first 2 visits. A reminder, it is the first to 8 legs wins this Players' Championship 13. And this is quite brilliant. Absolutely stunning darts. He really has put the foot down here to leave 46 after 9.
Campbell's not going to get to a finish, so Aspinall's got lots of time. Pick your double. Double 16. Match dart 2 is a winning dart. Welcome back to the winner's circle, Nathan Aspinall. And you can see the emotion on his face. That wrist is going to be sore tomorrow, but it's going to be clutching 12 bags of sand as well.